Hey guys, I'm upgrading from a 240 Hz to a 610 Hz ASUS monitor just for CS2. Now this might be the dumbest purchase I've ever made, or it might actually make me better. Here's exactly why I pulled the trigger. If you're new here, I'm Seb, I'm a FACEIT level 10 and I grind every day just to get better. Right now, I'm on a Computer Upgrade King's 240 Hz monitor. It's been fine for a long time, but I'm hitting some real walls that I just can't ignore anymore. Problem number one with my current monitor is motion blur. The Computer Upgrade Kings is a budget 240 Hz monitor as it is. So when I'm wide swinging corners or I'm spraying across my screen, it can be a blur. It's not horrible, but it's there. And at level 10, I need every advantage I can to reach that next tier. I want something that can keep up with how fast CS2 and myself move. Problem number two is flicking. When I go to flick, I have a really hard time keeping track of my crosshair and the enemy. I end up having to stop and readjust not my aim, but my eyes, instead of it being one smooth motion. At level 10, these split-second hesitations count. I need my crosshair and my eyes working together to win more duels. Problem number three, tracking in general just feels blurry. Following jumping enemies, swinging, somebody's moving across my screen, and I have to keep my crosshair on their head and make sure I'm shooting accurately. It can all get messy real quick. I want to track smoothly from start to finish without that blur getting in my way. These aren't huge problems for casual players, but when you're trying to take your game to the next level, it can definitely get in the way. So why 610 Hz specifically? I ordered the ASUS ROG Strix XG248 QSG Ace. It's a 24-inch 1080p Super TN panel that is customly built for esports. It has a native hertz of 600 with the ability to overclock to 610 hertz, a 0.1 millisecond response time, EL-MB2 for blur reduction, which is comparable to Diac 2 on the Zowie monitor. And in gaming terms, this thing refreshes your screen 610 times per second compared to 240 times per second. That means lower perceived latency, less motion blur, and cleaner visuals when things get hectic. This monitor is not about prettier graphics. It's about seeing the enemy in those split seconds that matter. So why did I actually click buy? There's two reasons. Number one is performance. I'm already level 10 on FACEIT. I take CS2 dead seriously, and I want to make sure I'm getting every advantage that I can get within the game. If 610 Hz can give me slightly better tracking and less motion blur in those moments when I need it, I believe it's worth testing. I'm not expecting to magically be a tier 1 level player, but I want to eliminate one more factor that could be holding me back. And then number two is content. I don't see anybody covering this monitor right now. I see pros playing with it at blast events, on LAN, but no one is talking about it. Tech channels do spec breakdowns, but I want to give you real stats and real results from real CS2 gameplay. I want to be the CS2 specific voice for this monitor. So here's my exact plan for when this thing arrives. Video one is going to be unboxing it, getting it set up, and then hopping into a deathmatch and giving my raw, real first impressions. Video two is going to be a complete setup of the monitor itself. So getting the NVIDIA settings correct, making sure I have 610 Hz selected on my Windows settings, making sure the monitor OSD is all set up so I can get the maximum performance from this thing. Plus, I'm going to throw in my CS2 video settings for max FPS. And video three is going to be 240 Hz versus the 610 Hz and using real data to track the difference. Video four is going to be ranked and FACEIT matches. Can I feel the difference in real games? And then video 5 is going to be my full honest review on the monitor. Who should buy it? Who shouldn't? Is it beneficial? How does it compare to 240 Hertz or maybe 360 to 480 Hertz and maybe even an OLED? I'm going to give my full honest breakdown of the monitor. If you have a specific test you want me to run, drop it down in the comments below. I read every single one. So yeah, I've ordered what might be the world's fastest esports monitor on the market just for CS2. It might be complete overkill or it might actually move the needle, but we're gonna find out together. Sub if you want to see real CS2 testing on 610 Hertz, not just tech specs and benchmarks. Drop your questions below and I will see you when this thing arrives.